Hello, you're listening to IWBC's Brass Flexibilities series. This series highlights the innovative, creative projects our members are using to create modern music careers and honors the artistry and accomplishments of these talented individuals. I'm your host, Lauren Rudzinskis, and in this episode, we get to hear from the members of the Magnolia Brass Quintet. The Magnolia Brass Quintet, comprised of musicians from the South, Central, and Southwest United States, presents performances of new and varied works for brass quintet. The group enjoys connecting with audiences of all ages and is especially passionate about engaging students through their performances.
Hi, I'm Julia Bell. I'm one of the trumpet players in the Magnolia Brass Quintet, and today I'm here to tell you a bit about how we formed. And really, it's quite a short story. I really wanted some brass quintet in my life, and so I just texted a couple of people that I really admired and thought would be so wonderful to collaborate with, and was super lucky that everybody loved the idea and was really on board. So within a few weeks of texting everyone for the first time, we had a Zoom meeting and we were really proactive about scheduling dates, getting the first concert on the calendar so that we could make this idea into a reality as quickly as possible. Once we got together for the first time, we realized that we had really hit the jackpot in terms of playing well together and getting along really well. I'm really glad to now call everybody in this quintet a good friend of mine, and we just knew that this was going to become a long-term project as soon as we had our first rehearsal together. I think if there were to be a moral of the story of how we formed, it's to just take that idea that you've been having in the back of your mind and talk to some people about it. Reach out to some people that you might want to collaborate with, because you absolutely never know where it will lead. The Magnolia Brass Quintet also does happen to be all women, and that has been a really special thing for us. I don't think anybody in the group, I certainly haven't been in an all-women group before, and so the rehearsal process and just getting to know everyone and being able to relate to each other's experiences has been so wonderful and special. And we're also just really glad that we've been received so warmly thus far by the brass world.
Hi, I'm Bryn Marciando, and I play trumpet in Magnolia Brass Quintet. My favorite part of playing in this group so far has been the rehearsal process and learning new repertoire. We were able to work out a lot of the logistics for our first tour from afar. We all live in different cities. And so for a group like this, we didn't really know what our rehearsal styles were coming into it, or even our playing styles for that matter. And I can say I'm really happy with how things have come together so far. When we're rehearsing, time moves so quickly because we're all just so engaged in the process itself. And it's really fun to learn new repertoire as a group of members who haven't ever played together before. I'm really encouraged to know that we all have this similar rehearsal style and similar playing styles, and the personalities to match. So it's been a really fun journey, learning new repertoire. And I think that comes through in our performances too. We're able to ride that energy and that preparation into the performance itself, and translate that to our audience in a form of a really polished and exciting performance. So that would be my favorite part so far.
Hi, my name is Genevieve Clarkson, and I am the tuba player in the Magnolia Brass Quintet. So the first question I'm going to answer is my best advice for preparing to play in a group like this. I would say individually, my best advice is to make sure you're doing a lot of score study and that you're writing in your music with an actual pencil, like actually writing in the cues and who to look for, where and when and why. I will also say, as a tuba player, I play a lot of sustains, so I'm often writing in the rhythms that I'll hear in other people's parts so that I know what to listen for, and it can help me kind of be more conscious of how what I'm doing supports the larger picture of the piece. As a group, we count together, we conduct and sing, we do small chunks at a time. Another thing that we'll utilize is having small groups play, so groups of 2 or 3, so we can hear how parts complement each other and how they fit together into the bigger picture.
Hi, my name is Dr. Katie Yankee. I'm the horn player for the Magnolia Brass Quintet. I'm also the horn professor at the University of Arkansas here in Fayetteville. I'm answering a question regarding how Magnolia chooses our repertoire, and I absolutely love this question. When Magnolia started putting together possible pieces that we wanted to read, I think it's really a showcase to that we're choosing pieces that have been written in recent years by composers that are not super well known. And we're also thinking about the idea of accessibility with all of our music. I mean, most of our performances are at the university level, and we're trying to inspire the students of the next generation. And so I feel that a lot of our repertoire choices have been made with that in mind. We're looking at the new sound and the new genre of the brass quintet. So these pieces that we have coming up include some really cool soundscapes of the brass quintet, some minimalism, some movie music sounds, just really intense and very unique ways of approaching the brass quintet. And so I think that when talking about repertoire choices, we're definitely just trying our best to evoke a new sound. So I hope y'all continue to follow Magnolia. We have a lot of really cool things coming up in the next year, and I really appreciate that you guys took the time to watch this.
Hi, my name is Megan Booten, and I am the trombonist with Magnolia Brass Quintet. If you are a young musician looking to form a chamber ensemble, I have some advice for you today. First of all, find musicians who share your same passion and dedication for the group. You want to have similar musical goals. Are you intending to perform a recital together? Do you want to submit for a competition, or do you just want to get together to have fun? If you all have the same vision for the group, you'll have much more success. Select repertoire carefully. If you're new to chamber music, you may want to start with a piece or several pieces that you all know well, so that way you can focus on creating a group sound and focus on your ensemble skills rather than worrying about notes and rhythms. Make sure to have clear communication in your ensemble. In rehearsals, you want to be able to speak openly about what you hear, what are your musical opinions, and make sure that everybody has a space to share those freely. Finally, have fun. We're doing this because we want to share our joy and passion of music with each other. And if you're doing that as a group, that will translate to the audience.
My dream project would be to commission enough music by composers from marginalized communities that I could record an entire album and kind of allow that music to be more easily programmed by providing really, really high quality reference recordings. Something that I'm already doing is I run an organization called the Tuba Euphonium Repertoire Expansion Project. And through that organization, we've already successfully commissioned 3 works that kind of fit that bill. So I'm on my way, but yeah, ultimate goal is to commission enough pieces of music to record a whole album and let that music be more easily accessible by the rest of my community.
If money were no object, a project I would love to see come to fruition would be a collaboration with singer-songwriter Sarah Bareilles for arrangements of her songs for brass quintet and voice. And a recording project would be awesome, possibly a tour, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, right?
Money and time aside, my dream project with this group would be to record an album and to commission some new works to include on the album. I'm manifesting that this will become a reality for us, and I'm really excited to see what this group does in the next few years.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. We'd like to thank Julia, Bryn, Katie, Megan, and Genevieve for this wonderful interview. I'd also like to give a special thank you to my extremely talented teammate for the Brass Flexibility series, Amy Batchelder, and the IWBC leadership for their support. We'd also like to thank Madeline Lee and the performers of Monarch Brass, who you can hear in the intro and outro music performing IWBC's 2025 commission, Rise. Please visit our website, myiwbc.org, or social media to learn more about IWBC and to get involved. If you want to be featured on the podcast or know someone you'd like us to interview, please reach out anytime by emailing info@myiwbc.org. You can support IWBC via donation, by volunteering, or attending our holiday brass concerts held in St. Louis, Missouri and Baltimore, Maryland.